Hey wild ones, I'm Lucy and this is Pussy Powered. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 keys to amazing sex. Not like repetitive, go through the motions, do the same old shit kind of sex, especially if you're in a long-term relationship and you've kind of, fallen into your patterns. And by the way, if you want to hear more about how to spice up your sex life, check out this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you more of the deeper driving forces behind great sex. The distinguishing factors between mediocre and just okay sex and absolutely amazing, mind-blowing, spiritually expansive sex. The first key is pleasure. Yes, now while this may sound really obvious, like, hey, okay, pleasure is obviously a part of great sex. Hey, the reality is not everyone experiences pleasure during sex. In fact, I hear from women all the time that they're numb during sex, or they just can't feel anything down there anymore, or they feel something but it just doesn't feel good. And for that, queens, I would love to invite you to check out Pussy Magic. By the way, this is my 30-day program that will help you connect with your divine feminine, dissolve pleasure blocks, and awaken your sexual energy in a profound, exciting, and powerful way. So if that calls to you, check it out at the link below. So again, key number 1 is pleasure, the ability and capacity to physically feel pleasure. As we know, pleasure and orgasm happen in the mind. So a lot of this comes back to harnessing the power of your focus and your energy. Ultimately, it comes down to cultivating a pleasure mindset. Practice finding pleasure in any mundane thing, like that first sip of coffee in the morning, or the feeling of taking a nice long shower, savoring your food, stepping outside and feeling the sun on your skin, even brushing your teeth. And as you get into the habit of feeling pleasure in the small, mundane things in life, more magic will begin to unfold in your sex life as well. Now, everything that goes into reconnecting or perhaps connecting for the first time with your pleasure is more than I can cover in any single video. So if that's you and you're having difficulty connecting with your pleasure and feeling pleasure during sex, during self-pleasure, during foreplay, then I encourage you to check out my playlist, Sexual Healing and Pussy Love. And again, check out Pussy Magic, my 30-day program, because that will abso-fucking-lutely rock your world. The second key to great sex is presence. Yes, like physically being present, obviously, unless you're having phone sex. But what I mean by presence is being fully present. When you're fully present, you bring your full, big, magnetic, unapologetic being to the moment. So when you're with your lover, be present in the moment. Not distracted thinking about, oh my god, how's my breath? What time is it? What do I need to do tomorrow? Oh shit, I forgot to do that one thing today. When you're fully present, you are focused on the here and now, which makes it possible for you to also, guess what? Feel more pleasure. Also, only then, when you're fully present, can you truly see your lover, feel his or her energy, and create, allow, and magnify pleasure. And as you catch yourself drifting off, thinking about something else, when you return to the present moment, you can allow for loving energy to flow from your heart. The energy that flows outward from your heart is 4,000 times more powerful than that of the brain. When you are in tune with your heart, when you are present, when you are emitting that energy, that powerful, loving energy from your heart, that alone will create a huge shift in the energy between you and your lover during sex. The third key to great sex is power. Now, I love me some power play in the bedroom, but that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about your personal power, which comes from you taking full responsibility for your pleasure, for your well-being, for your happiness. And this leaves no room for blame or resentment, which a lot of times gets in the way of having great sex. Now, in a sexual context, this means taking responsibility for your sexual pleasure, for your sexuality, empowering yourself, knowing what you like, what you don't like, what turns you on, what turns you off, what's just kind of meh for you that maybe you've been relying on doing in the bedroom that isn't working anymore. And since our sexuality, our sex life, and our feelings about our sexual nature are reflective of ourselves and our lives on a much greater scale, all of this applies to your relationships, to your finances, your career, your family, and anything else that matters to you in your life. So when you're taking full responsibility, only you are responsible for your results. Nobody else is coming to save you. You're not waiting for somebody else to care about that thing more than you do. You're not waiting for your lover to figure you out. You're not waiting for your lover to show up a certain way and ask you all the right questions. You ask those questions of yourself and you explore within yourself. This is one of the reasons that I am such a big advocate of self-pleasure rituals, which, by the way, if you want to learn more about that, check out this video. Essentially, if you want something within your sex life or your relationship, create it or communicate it, or both. And now imagine if both of you are taking full responsibility for yourselves, for your own emotional well-being and happiness and fulfillment, cultivating your own pleasure and sexual energy, getting familiar with your desires, your fears, your curiosities, your fantasies, making clear and loving requests of each other. Sex will be abso-fucking-lutely rockin'. There's no way that it can't be. Ultimately, just like with anything worthwhile in life, if you put in the work, you will see the results. If you take the easy way out and you blame and you point fingers instead of looking in the mirror and taking full responsibility, you're not going to be happy with your results. And while these 3 keys are proven to work, they will only work for you if you actually put them into practice. So today I encourage you to put into practice the things that you already know are going to transform your sex life, your relationship, and your pleasure. And again, if you're ready to do that within the context of a guided program to dissolve your pleasure blocks, to connect with your divine feminine, to awaken your sexual energy and experience the best sex of your life, the best orgasms of your life, check out Pussy Magic at the link below. Alright, wild ones, that is it for today. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos on sexual empowerment and healing for women. In the meantime, here's to your unleashing for a pussy-powered life.